Hello, it's Lisa. And what do you know about Japanese food? You probably know sushi and ramen. But do you know what the famous food from Kobe City is? Of course it's... So, Kobe's favourite dish will be revealed in the following interview. And today's guest is a working supermom who is also studying for a degree online. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
And I can ask your name.
Yes, my name is Crest and I am from the Philippines.
Yay! Very nice to meet you. I love the Philippines. So when did you come to Japan?
I came here on way back 2008. I can still remember the date, 28th of July.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but it was 16 years ago.
And you've been living here since then?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're in, where are you living now?
I'm living here in Matsusaka City, Mie. Yeah, like forever.
Forever? Wow.
It's been forever.
Oh, it has been forever.
Yes.
So far. Yeah, time goes pretty slow.
Yeah.
And if you could describe Japan in just 3 words, or you can do 4 if you want, what would they be?
Well, first, it's cultural. I believe, and I really observed that Japanese preserve their culture.
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So, and then next is very natural. Like, you may not see it if you go to big cities, but if you come here,
we have a lot of nature.
right? From nice mountain views to
sea.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
yeah, and third, Japanese are so disciplined.
Discipline.
Yes.
This is true. In everything,
Right? Which I need to learn.
So you don't think you are disciplined?
I'm trying. I'm trying my best.
Probably the longer you're here, the more disciplined you'll get. So what surprised or impressed you, or both, the most when you first came here?
Yeah, so when I first came here, Philippines that time didn't have any convenience store.
Right.
Yeah, so when, like the night we arrived, we directly went to a convenience store. And I was like,
Even it was the middle of the night or
yes,
something?
it was in the middle of the night. And I was like, oh my goodness. It's like there's
crazy.
a lot of food, from pre-packed food, which you can just heat it.
Yeah, and they heat it for you in the microwave.
Right? And then freshly baked buns.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness, the yogurt is so good.
Yeah,
everything is so
everything. Well, just have anything, don't they?
Right?
Absolutely anything you want. It's convenience, right?
Yes.
It is convenient.
Yes.
I mean, in England we don't have. I think there's a handful maybe in London, but I mean, America they have 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
But we have just little stores on the corner stores, which tend to be open from maybe early in the morning till 10 or 11 at night, and that's really, really late.
Yes.
But, convenience stores are 24 hours
Right.
every day, right?
Yeah.
It's great. So, but you get used to it. Spoiled, aren't we?
Yes, that is correct.
You forget that. If you go home, it's like, just pop out and get some milk.
True.
Oh, no, I can't. Shops are...
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, so that's, it is very, very benri in Japanese, or convenient.
True.
Yeah.
Benri.
Cool. So, have you picked up any interesting Japanese habits or Japanese phrases?
Yes.
Since you've been here?
So, the habit I caught from Japan, like for living here for 16 years, is the bowing.
Okay, yeah.
Like even when I go back to the Philippines, I'm like, thank you, I'm sorry. And the people will answer back, oh, it's okay.
And people look at you really strangely when you go home, like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And when you're passing through someone and you're like, excuse me.
Yeah. But that is just very Japanese
Yes.
customs, and everybody does it because they're so polite.
Yes,
And so you do pick it up. I remember going home, and we didn't have so many automatic doors, like in the shops. And here, everything is automatic.
Yes.
And I went home to my little hometown and went to go in the department store, small store. And I just walked bang straight into the door because I forgot it didn't open automatically. So yeah, most things are automatic here.
Yeah, that is correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. And what's the most unusual food you've had since you've been in Japan?
So I recently just like found this out because I watched it. I saw it in a TV show that Japanese have a variety of dried snacks.
Uh-huh.
So from seafoods to meat.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, we have dried fish in the Philippines, but we eat it with rice.
Right.
So it's like a meal.
Meal, yeah.
But here, they have it in small packets, they have it in a jar as a snack.
As a snack,
Yeah, so
right.
I was like, how did they do that? Like, even the meat?
Yeah.
I was like, dried meat? How did
Yeah.
so
that's an interesting point. I've never thought of that. Well, I think in England we don't really eat dried fish and dried meat so much, very little. So yeah, it was quite new to me at all, but as a meal or as a snack. So yeah, I mainly know it as a snack, but that's interesting. You say that it's more as a meal. And actually when I went to Portugal, they eat a lot of dried cod and they eat that as a meal as well. So yeah, okay, that's interesting.
yes, it is interesting.
And do you have a favorite Japanese dish or food?
All of it. I'm sorry. I love ramen. I love sushi. Like, say it, I'll eat it.
Yeah. Japanese food is good, right?
Yes, they are very good.
Yeah.
Nabe.
Yeah. So do you eat meat?
Yes.
So you probably may have tried the Wagyu, the Japanese beef.
Yes.
And it comes from Kobe, and it's very delicious. Apparently, I don't know because I don't eat meat, but everybody says. But also from Matsusaka.
Yes.
Matsusaka beef is very, very famous and very delicious. I hear, yeah.
They melt in your mouth.
So I heard that the cows are fed on beer. Is that true?
Yeah, I saw it on TV too. They were like, they feed them beer to relax their...
Crazy, right? So I don't know, maybe it's different to normal beef because of the beer. Who knows? You have to come to Matsusaka and try it. That's good. Very famous. Right, okay, so that's food. Have you had any funny or embarrassing language mistakes since you've been here?
Always guilty.
We all have.
Yeah, right? My kids always correct my pronunciation and my enunciation. Like, hashi onegaishimasu. And they're like, hashi?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
the intonation, right? Yeah, I can't understand the difference. But you know what I'm saying, right? Because we're talking about food, so it's going to be chopsticks, not going to be a bridge.
Right? And then also the hoshi and the hoshi. I'm like, how do we say that?
So they have a lot of words that have the same, but a slightly different pronunciation and completely different meanings. And it's really, really difficult. If you're reading, I guess the kanji would be different, so you would understand. But in speaking, it's just the pronunciation, and I never know. Kumo and kumo, and
yes,
one is a spider, one is a cloud, so it's quite different if you make them. But in the context, you go, well, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
But my kids were like, which one are you trying to say? We're eating. Like, obviously.
It's going to be the chopsticks, right? So that it can be a problem maybe. So try to learn the pronunciation.
Yes. I need to practice more.
Me too. And have you had any memorable encounters with any local people in Japan?
Yes, like living here for 16 years,
Quite a few.
yes, like I really thought, because we have we call bayanihan in the Philippines, where a community help each other.
Right.
Yeah, and I really thought Japanese don't have that kind of culture.
Okay.
Yeah, so when my kids enrolled for junior high school, I was like, oh no, what should I do? They're twins, so I was like, oh no, I have to.
Well, you have twins.
Yes.
Boys, girls?
Boys.
Boys.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And how old are they?
they are 14 years old.
14,
Yes. So when they enrolled for junior high school, and my youngest was also enrolling for elementary,
Right.
I was like, oh my god, I have to spend a lot of money. I don't know what to do. Like the uniform alone is so
Right, it's expensive,
yes,
I
it was
heard.
so expensive.
Yeah.
And then the twins alone, I had to buy two. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
everything two at a time. Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, what should I do? And then a mom from the same school where my kids went, she asked me like, any help that you need, we can help
wow.
you. Yeah, and I was like,
Wow, that's so nice.
yeah, I was so surprised. Like, yeah, I'm having a hard time finding like where can I find cheap uniforms.
Sure.
Yeah, are there any possibility I can like buy?
Yeah, because I've never seen kind of like the second-hand uniform
Yes,
stores, and
yes.
like, in England we have those quite a lot, you know. But
Yeah, and I was like, or like, can I go to a tailor where I can ask for someone to like
right, and take shorten them, or
which in the Philippines is way cheaper.
right.
But then she was like, oh, don't worry about it. Next week I'll bring you.
Wow.
Yeah, and she talked to all the mothers, other mothers whose children already graduated,
Right.
and they collected all their old
my
uniforms
gosh.
and gave it all to me.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm having goosebumps right now. So I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. Like,
So if you were worried about your children's
Yes.
uniform,
yes, uniforms.
don't worry. Japanese people will help you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they are.
They are very kind. Yeah,
Yes, they
very
are.
kind, and that's really nice. Yeah, it's a nice story. Very good. And do you think you will continue living in Japan, or do you see yourself going back to the Philippines, or?
Plan.
Yeah.
Our plan is to stay here. Like, we're already planning to buy a place near the beach, because the
Nice.
beach here is so nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, so
So unspoiled. You know, there's no rubbish.
yes, that is correct. That is
so
correct.
spotless. Yeah.
Yes, so peaceful.
And around Mieken is very good for surfing
Yes.
and water sports.
Yes,
Yeah, it's very
that is
popular. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's our plan. But
Right.
yeah, but I'm an only child, so my parents, I might.
Responsibilities
Yes,
to
I might go back and take care of them.
And now your
someday.
parents will.
Yeah, they're all good.
Good.
They're enjoying their senior.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. So, if you don't have to go back to Philippines,
Yeah.
you know, then you're going to stay here, right?
Yes, Japan is so
Okay.
nice.
Cool. And so, had you actually building your house now, or you're saving to?
Oh, we're saving
Right.
for it. Yeah,
Cool.
hopefully.
So, do you live in a aparto at the moment? Maybe apartment. or
My husband bought a second-hand house.
second-hand house.
Yeah.
And apparently they're really cheap now, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Recently, you can get really cheap houses for like next to nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have to do a bit of work, but
Still.
still, yeah, it's a place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, well, what else? Anything else that you'd like to share with us about your life in Japan, or to people who are thinking of maybe coming here just for a visit or to live here?
Yeah, so if you're visiting Japan, I would recommend not just visiting the big cities, because you're missing a lot if you don't come to the countryside, because there's way more fun. Like there's a lot of fun you can find here, from food to sceneries to activities. Like you can find anything and enjoy a lot of things in here.
Sure. Yeah. And so Mie is not far from
Yes.
Nagoya, which is a big city. You can get here in just over an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
So, and there's lots to do.
Even if you go to Nagoya airport, you can just ride a boat.
Yeah, it's so quick.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
arrive at
Get into Chubu Centre Airport, you get on the boat, and that takes about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then from there to Matsusaka, for example, you've just got a 20 or 30 minute ride.
Yeah.
It's great. And then just another 30 minutes down the road is Isejingu, which is a very important power spot of Japan.
That is true.
Yeah, and just that area is where Iseshima is.
Yes.
This beautiful beaches. And this is coming, she's from the Philippines, and Philippines have absolutely gorgeous beaches. So if she says the beaches are good, you gotta believe it. Yeah, and like we said, everything is just so clean here and just so well looked after, right?
Very true.
Right, yes.
That's what I said earlier. The discipline is superb.
Yeah. So outside of Mie, have you traveled a lot around Japan? Or?
I've traveled to Tokyo and Kyoto,
Right.
but Osaka, Osaka too, like the big cities.
Yeah, the big cities.
Because, of course, for foreigners, those are the famous
Yes,
parts.
famous places you have to go.
Yeah.
Everyone says, did you go to Japan? Did you go to Tokyo?
Yeah, the first.
What?
Yes, that's the first question. Did you
Sure.
go to Tokyo? Did you go to Osaka? But of all the places, there's a lot of things you can find there, but I feel so at home here.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. I think maybe because Mie is a small prefecture,
Yes,
it's quite welcoming and it's, I think it's good. And we have a good onsens here too. Have you been to Sakakibara Onsen?
No, I'm kind of scared to go to onsen.
Okay, all right. No, you should go.
I want to, but I'm like, you already know what they do inside the onsen.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have a towel. You're not completely without a guard. Yeah, I mean, it's not like in Europe where we, if you go to a sauna or to we don't really have spas, but you wear a swimsuit, yeah. But here, you have to take off everything.
Yeah.
But you do have a little towel, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well, the thing is that it's strange because I was, super shy at first, but nobody cares. Nobody takes any notice of you, because everybody's just enjoying themselves and you have your little space to wash.
Yeah, I tried it once though, but maybe because I was with a friend, so I was like, I'm scared to do this again.
But it's just such a good feeling,
Yeah.
and they're not expensive. I mean, most of the onsen hotels are open just to have a bath, and it's maybe 1,500 yen or something. So it's it's really not expensive, and it's a wonderful experience. Yeah. Some of them have lots of different baths too, and sauna and kind of temperature.
Each like a bath has different purposes. Like this is for the skin, this is for the muscles, and I'm like, I want the skin.
There can be some super hot ones though.
Yes.
I like, oh God, how can you sit in here? But if you find a good one. But Mia has some good onsens too. So we really recommend Mia. And any other advice or anything else you'd like to share?
As what I've said, visit the countryside, Japan, because you will be missing, like, especially the real culture. Like, you can truly feel the culture of Japan when you go to the countryside. Like,
sure. Yeah. I mean, if Tokyo is a big city and, like London or like New York, it is another, it's a big city like all big cities. You do feel Japan, but not so much
Yes.
as the countryside where, you know, the rice fields and quite a few people are still wearing kimono.
True.
And, you know, it's
Especially when you go to Ise.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people wearing kimono.
Traditional dress. And it's really, really good. Have you been to the ninja place, the ninja world?
No, but some of my friends went, and I really want to try.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we should go. It's very near.
Yes, yes.
But I know you're really busy. So I know you're working here in Japan. So how do you find working in Japan?
It's actually, at first it was difficult because, of course, it's kind of different from the work culture of the Philippines. But when you get used to the discipline and the work tradition of Japan, it's actually easier. Like, you find it more...
When you say discipline, so you're talking about maybe long hours or just the...
So far, in my experience, I haven't tried really like very long hours. It's more like prioritizing your work.
Yes.
So you can like be efficient with your time.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is good. Yeah. Good idea. So so you do you feel you have a good work-life balance?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Here it's good.
And I hear you're also studying too, right?
Yes, I'm currently studying in a Japanese-owned university.
Right.
And it's based in the Philippines, in Davao City.
And so you're studying online mainly?
Yes, I'm studying online. Yeah.
And is that in Japanese or in English or in Tagalog?
Actually, they included Japanese language in their curriculum. So
right. Oh.
yeah.
Wow.
So even if you don't take international studies, it's still part of your perspectives is Japanese language.
Okay.
You still have to learn Japanese language.
Oh, right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So how many years are you studying for?
I just finished my bachelor's degree.
Right.
So I'm currently taking up my master's.
Wow. So how many years will that take?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
It's supposed to be 2.5. I just finished this summer class, so I need 2 years more. But
that's great. It's good to have a goal, though.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine. I mean, I enjoyed studying online too.
Yeah.
It is difficult. It's not as easy as people maybe think.
Yeah.
It's the easy option.
Yeah.
It's not, because you've got to time management. You've got to find a space where you can concentrate.
True. That is very true.
But it's always good to learn, isn't it? I think
It's fun.
Never stop learning.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. So, anything else to share with our viewers?
Yeah. I hope you come to me.
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
Yeah. You'll find a lot of things in here, especially here in Matsusaka. Yeah.
Yeah, so just come on and see us.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, too.
Goodbye.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
See you next time. Okay, so now we have grown in number. And we have your children joined us, which is great. So can you introduce them?
So this is William, my eldest. Actually, they are twins, but he's the first one to come out.
Okay, right.
And this is Charlie, the youngest, and the twin brother, Matthew. Yeah.
Very nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too.
So can I ask how old you are? You are 14.
Yeah,
And you are...
I'm 9.
9. Okay. And you have a very interesting uniform. So can you tell us what your uniform is?
It's Nippon Kenpo, Japanese martial arts.
Japanese martial arts. Wow. So Japan is very famous for martial arts, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how long have you been studying?
For a year.
A year. Okay. All of you?
No, I have learned for 2 years.
2 years. Okay. So are you a really good level now, you reckon?
No.
So you have a different belts. Is that the different color has a meaning?
Yeah.
What's the meaning of the...
What do you call that?
The level?
The level.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
level is the lowest level is white,
Right.
then yellow, orange, green,
Purple.
purple, brown, black.
Okay, so you're about halfway, yeah, green?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
that's
are.
pretty good. And you got to catch up soon, right?
Yeah.
So I heard you just had a test.
Yes.
Was it good? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, good. So were you all born in Japan? Were they born in Japan?
The twins,
Right.
they were supposed to be born here, but I got so scared when I found out they were twins.
That was a shock.
Yeah, so I was like, I think I need my mom. So I had
You
to,
went to Philippines?
yes,
Right.
I went to the Philippines around 5 months
Okay.
to give birth, and then when they were 10 months, I brought them back here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've lived most of your life. Well, you lived your life in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been to the Philippines, right? A few times,
yes.
maybe. See your family. You want to say hello to your family in the Philippines?
Hello, hi.
Very famous now. So, what do you any interesting or what do you feel about different between the Philippines and Japan? What do you think is most different? Or?
The culture.
Yeah. And what do you like about the Philippines or Japan? Or what do you like about Japan from the Philippines? Anything? Would there, anything that's really different you can tell us?
You're quite shy.
The food.
The food is different, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like Japanese food or Philippine food?
I like both.
Both. That's good.
How about you?
So many dogs at the Philippines.
So many dogs in the Philippines.
So many dogs, right? Stray dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't really see many stray dogs here in Japan, do
Yes.
you? Yeah.
I haven't seen one.
No,
Yeah.
no. We have quite a few in England too, but you don't see stray animals in Japan.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they have pets, but yeah, that's really interesting. I know. I remember when I went to Manila,
Yeah.
I saw lots and lots of stray dogs. Right?
That is true.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you, Moon?
The Japanese always, what you call that? Bow.
Yeah. Your mother said the same thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's it's the bowing in Japan.
Which they also brought when we went to the Philippines. They brought back that
Right.
kind of culture too.
So now everybody in
Yes.
your area in the
Yes.
Philippines is probably bowing.
Every time they go, they're like, "Oh, sorry, thank you."
So you speak English, you speak Japanese, obviously, and also you speak Tagalog.
No, Bisaya.
No.
Yeah, Bisaya.
So that's amazing, though. So, what do you have any plans for the future, or not yet?
Not really.
Not yet. Just enjoying life and school.
They're actually gonna take the entrance examination for senior high school
Okay.
next year.
Oh,
by
that's a big preparation, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Not yet. You've got a few years.
Yes.
Okay, well, it was very nice to meet you. Anything else you'd like to say?
No, it's alright.
They're shy. Visit Matsusaka.
Everybody come to Matsusaka?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone.
Come and
please
try.
Visit to Matsaka. It's a really nice place.
Yeah.
And that's from the youngsters.
Yes.
So come and see us. Shall we say goodbye?
Bye.